Yeah, just credit to UCF. We battled and tried to do some things. Just we turned the ball over too much, and they really got us on the boards. That was a struggle for us and something that if we had it cleaned up, we were still in the game there at times, but those were the things that really hurt us.
We'll open up to questions now for Coach. Just feel free to fire away with your questions.
Coach, there's no question that this year has really been IImar'I's season, from her Player of the Year award to, her record a few weeks ago. But it seems like as your team has built momentum here in the late stages of the year, the story has been, the rest of your team, kind of catching up with her and becoming big contributors. And we saw that tonight again. Caitlin Wilson with 13 points, nearly double-double from Jillian Hayes. But you have to be excited about the future of this program with what your young players have been able to do stepping up.
Well, I think that's what it's all about. Like you're supposed to grow during this season, and as you say, just with the pandemic and everything, all the injuries that we had, I'm really proud of our growth. It's just a tough way to lose and finish out. Understanding and knowing that it's over. There's no postseason. There's nothing for us. The hardest part for me is with IImar'I, and not knowing, her future and what that's going to be. It's tough for me because as a coach, you always want to have your seniors go out in style.
Coach IImar'I kind of touched on this a moment ago, but with this just being a very different season in college sports and all the challenges that it's thrown at everybody, both on the court and off the court, you think the opportunity is there? Obviously, with adversity can come, the ability to build character in the long term. Is this something that, your coaching staff, your athletes can kind of look at and maybe be better for it over the long term?
Oh, definitely, 100%. I want to give a ton of credit to the medical staff and everyone that allowed us to get through this season. We were very fortunate. We had a little pause there earlier before the season got started. And other than that, we were able to test, and our kids were, doing the things that they need to do and staying in the bubble, and we were able to play. And although, the record didn't speak for, how well we wanted to do, we grew in so many situations. And, I grew as a coach. I grew, I think we all grew as people and individuals, understanding and knowing the sacrifices that these amazing student athletes went through. And I give a lot of credit to everyone that's involved in what we had to do. And to my staff, I'm just grateful for them, my assistant coaches and the support staff, because this was a lot. If you haven't, people on the outside looking in, I don't think they really understand what the student athletes had to go through to be able to get on the court and play. So this is very tough, a very tough loss, as I said, because our season is now over. But when I look back, I'm just so proud of this group and how they brought everything that they could every single day to put us in this position to be able to even get here today.
IImar'I, I know obviously not the result you were looking for tonight, but a chance maybe to kind of just take a look back on a season that's had a lot of challenges, whether it's been working around COVID restrictions, injuries on the team. What your team was able to kind of finish up the season with, that 4-game win streak, your record-setting performance. What was it like to kind of be able to fight through that adversity and come out with a good finish in the final weeks?
It felt really good, just to kind of get some wins under our belt going into conference tournament. And, especially for the young ones, just for them to be able to feel that getting road wins. Like, I felt like that was really good.
You personally, obviously that 51-point performance, a couple weeks ago, have you kind of started to think about where you fit into this program historically and what your time here has meant?
I think about it, sometimes casually. I definitely say I left my mark, and I feel like I, was able to leave a place, better than I found it and do some good things here. So I definitely think about that all the time. I mean, I've been so blessed. I know I'm up there with some greats. So blessed.
Mari, sorry, it's a little loud here. As a senior veteran, going out and seeing the girls Caitlin Wilson and Milan and Aram and all them stepping up, what message do you have for them going into next season, seeing how well they were able to perform with you these last couple weeks?
Just to use that confidence and know that you always playing with unfinished business. I mean, this is a championship level program, and that should be what this program is aiming for. I mean, it's really a culture thing here, and just knowing that our culture should always be here, win or lose.
IImar'I, we've asked some of the student athletes, this question just about kind of the journey that you've had to go through this season, right? One that's full of, aside from the challenges on the court that a season presents anyway, this one's pretty been unlike any other, I imagine, with what you've had to go through off the court just to get a chance to play. And so what have you taken away from this year, and whether it's been rewarding or whether it was worth the effort, or what you've been able to take away from this year?
Never take any moment for granted. I mean, any given day you could be on a shutdown or your game could be canceled. So just really giving it your all every day and knowing that there is no tomorrow. I mean, I feel like that should be something that's just carried on even post-pandemic, that every single game, everything that you're doing should be 110% because you never know if you have it tomorrow.